Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back for another jersey ranking. Recently, I did the QMJHL a couple months ago, and that went pretty well. You guys really liked that. And then even more recently, as of last week, I did the OHL, and you guys really liked that as well. You liked the video, but you might not have liked my full rankings. I'm sure there was some disagreement, as I saw in the comment section. But as I get comfortable in this jersey, I think it's time we dive into some ECHL, possibly the holy grail league of jerseys. There are so many jerseys in this league. It's ridiculous. I believe there's 26 teams, but every team has like 15 different specialty jerseys. I can't keep track of them all. And I mean, I could literally probably make 15 separate videos on jerseys from the ECHL, but what I've done is I've gone through every team's social media and I've picked their dark jersey that they seem to use the most, which I think is their primary jersey. Like I said, there's so many jerseys floating around, it's actually quite difficult, but if I do make a mistake in this video, maybe you see a jersey that okay, well, that's actually not their primary dark jersey, just let me know. Everyone makes mistakes, but yeah, I appreciate your feedback, and I'd love it if you could leave your rankings down below in the comment section, or at least tell me your favorite from this list. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go through these. I've ranked them 1 to 26. We're going to go through them 26 to 1, my least favorite to favorite. That's how I always do it. And let's start off with at number 26. I've put the Cincinnati Cyclones. I like the color combination. Primary color is dark, is the black. I like that. I prefer, when teams are going to use red and black, I prefer they use black as a primary instead of red. But there's almost not a primary color here because there's so much red. It almost evens out 50-50 with the black and the red. There's the red not being just on the top of the shoulder that kind of comes down. I think it's a little bit too much. I find it distracting, and that is the reason why I've ranked them last. But other than that, I mean, it's really not bad. I'm being very nitpicky here. In 25th, I put the Wheeling Nailers. This is very similar to the Pittsburgh Penguins uniform or jersey, and I understand that they have an affiliation. I get it. There's nothing wrong with the affiliation. Someone even argued that maybe this jersey should be in the top 3 or number 1 because they're staying true to the affiliation, and they should look like they're the parent team. But to me, I like when a team can pay homage to that affiliation, but still have their own identity and still not copy. I don't want to see a copy jersey. I want to see something completely original. And to me, this is just a little bit too close to the Pittsburgh Penguins. In 24th, I put the Utah Grizzlies. I do like the relationship of color here. You've got the black and then a really, really dark like forest green. The logo itself is pretty cool, but it's still, I don't want to use the word boring because I think that's an unfair word to use, because I do actually genuinely, I would say I like all of the jerseys in this league. Even the one that I ranked last is not too bad. But this one, I guess I will use the word boring. There's just not a lot going on, and even though I do like that relationship of color, the dark green and the black, they kind of muddy in together or bleed in together, so it almost all looks like one big black uniform or jersey. And 23rd, it hurts me to do this, the Newfoundland Growlers. They are the team that's probably technically closest to me. Maybe there's a main team in here. I can't remember, but I live in New Brunswick. Newfoundland, obviously pretty close there. So they got a place in my heart, but I don't know. This jersey looks very generic to me. I'm not sold on the color relationship here, the color combination, the gold and the black. It's used quite a bit. It doesn't look terrible. It's just, this jersey just seems very generic to me. And 22nd, I put the Indy Fuel. I love that logo. It's very simplistic. I think it looks good on the jersey with the stripes, but again, a little bit generic. I do like the affiliation on the actual shoulders there. You've got the Ice Hogs on one and then the Chicago Blackhawks logo on the other. I absolutely love that. To me, this is an example of how to properly do an affiliation, because you're also using the Chicago Blackhawks colors in the jersey, but you're not copying the jersey itself. So well done, Indy Fuel. But still, it's just a little bit too basic for me. In 21st, I put the Adirondack Thunder, and black and red, like I said, from the last team, or the team that I ranked last. So this color combination, they've chosen red as their primary color. I would prefer to see black as the primary color, but still, it's not a bad jersey at all. I think the stripes along the bottom are a little bit too thick, and that's really, honestly, the only reason that it is where it is. Otherwise, it's a pretty nice jersey. I love that logo. In 20th, I put the Fort Wayne Comets, and big fan of the colors used here. That bright orange, you don't see that very often, especially with black as the primary color. And I think it works pretty well together, although it's It's almost like 80s or 70s vibes. Sometimes that works in a good way, sometimes it works in a bad way. I think we're on the side of possibly a bad way here. It almost also looks like a construction uniform or something, or like a road sign uniform, or like the reflective ones. But it's unique, that's for sure. In 19th, I put the Allen Americans. Not a terrible jersey by any means. I think red and white is always a color combination that's going to look really well together. The stripes on the arm is fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. It just doesn't, I just don't love it. Number 18, I put the Stingrays. I get vibes of like Columbus Blue Jackets, but with a splash of red in there, and it, like done in a different way, and striping just done in a different way. You don't get the pinstripes that come down the arms. It kind of goes across the shoulders a little bit. Nothing really bad to say about this jersey. It's just one of the ones that kind of don't like woo me. It doesn't do anything magical for me. Number 17, the Tulsa Oilers. You see a little bit more color, a little bit more splash in this jersey compared to the last one, even though the colors were very similar. I like that they're using a deep red, almost burgundy. It comes up the side of the jersey. I like that a lot. Not a big fan of the logo. I know this isn't a logo ranking video, but it does have some relationship with the jersey. So, it's not bad. Number 16, the Kazakhstan, Kansas City Mavericks, not the Kazakhstan City Mavericks, the Kansas City Mavericks. Light blue with orange. Love that. And get the black in there as well. I really like that as well. The logo, the colors they work well with the jersey, but I would like to see that horse head in the middle, just like boom, just that big horse head just kind of coming out of that circle. Just remove the circle. It's a little bit busy for me in the middle of the jersey. Number 15, the Norfolk Admirals. Love the stripes on the side of the jersey, on the arms. I like the little star there. The colors work well together. Deep, like ocean blue with the yellow. I think it looks awesome. Even the classic logo on the front. I find the yellow collar, a little bit distracting though. But I'm being really nitpicky in these videos on purpose. Number 14, I've got the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, and the Greenville Swamp Rabbits have a place in my heart. It hurts me deeply not to put them in the top 10 or top 5, but I cannot be biased. I have to rank them as I see them objectively, and objectively I have them at 14th. It's not a bad jersey by any means. It reminds me almost of the inverse of, or not the inverse, but the just a different take on this jersey a little bit, the Islanders jersey. Nothing wrong with this jersey, nothing wrong with that jersey. I think, that jersey versus this jersey. That jersey, to me, looks a little bit deeper blue versus this one, which is kind of lighter or a little bit brighter. I just think that there's more potential here, and I've seen some of the other Swamp Rabbits jerseys out there floating around that they use in a specialty situation, and they're awesome. Maybe I should do a specialty ECHL jersey ranking video. 13, I put the Kalamazoo Wings, and I think I spoke earlier about, sometimes it works if you have a 70 style or 80 style jersey, and sometimes it doesn't. And in my previous jersey that I talked about, it didn't. In this one, I think it's the same thing. It's almost a 70 style jersey, classic, but it works for me. It's not busy. The striping is fine along the bottom. I have no issue with it. It looks amazing with the logo. Just a really good example of a clean jersey that just has kind of a classic vibe to it. Number 12, the Atlanta Gladiators. Bold choice to use yellow as the primary color. I'm not a massive fan of that, but I think that it looks really well with the deep blue and the light blue, and the logo looks fantastic. It's very unique, 100% unique, and that is the reason it is as high as it is. It's like not really a lot to complain about here. Number 11, the Reading Royals or Reading Royals. I think it's Reading, but anyway, I like the colors here, purple, and yeah, you got some stripes, like some not bad stripes on the arms, a little bit generic. The logo gets lost a little bit because it's the same color as the jersey. But I like the decision to go with that color as a primary for the jersey because it is unique. There's no other team in this league using that color as their primary. Number 10, I put the Maine Mariners, and just seeing those colors together gives me hints of the Vancouver Canucks, but just in a different way. It's a different green, it's a different blue, and it's a little bit more bright, a little bit more in your face. I think it looks really good. I specifically like the logo on the jersey. It matches the rest of the jersey pretty well. Number 9, I put the Rapid City Rush, and even though they did use red as their primary color here, I like the black along the shoulders. The striping on the bottom is black. There is no implementation of white on the jersey other than the stroke around the primary logo, the A, and the numbers. I think it all works really well together. It's just a sharp jersey. Number 8, I put the Jacksonville Icemen. I like the decision here to use the lighter blue as the primary color with the darker blue as a secondary color and some splash of white in there. It's a simple jersey, but I think the color combination works very well. Number 7, the Florida Everblades. Look at the arms, the texture on the arms that go kind of by the elbow there. Gator teeth. I mean, just little subtle things like that can really elevate a jersey, I think, for me, to a different level. And this is the perfect example of that. I love what they did here. The striping's fine on the shoulders. I have no real issue there. It's just a nice jersey. The green in the logo doesn't match the green in the jersey, if I'm being super critical, but still awesome. Number 6, the Railers. I feel like this is what the Islanders jersey should be. And you see the Islanders patch on there on the shoulder. So even though this is a nice jersey and I do like it, I would like to see this Islanders logo on that jersey. I think it would look really well. This jersey gives hints of the Montreal Canadiens design, the Florida Panthers design, Minnesota Wild with the stripe in behind there. All three of those teams use that method. It'd be really interesting to see the Islanders take on this jersey design as well and use it with these colors. That'd be really interesting to see. Number 5, I put the Wichita Thunder. I love that logo. It's fantastic. Black is the primary jersey color, which is great. And then this big swatch of blue here, which holds the number on the side. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. Big fan of this jersey. Number 4, I put the Toledo Walleye. Completely based on color relationship here. Light blue, light yellow, like we saw in the Gladiators jersey earlier. But they chose that yellow or gold not to be the main color. They went with the black, I think it's black. It's black on my screen. I just think it looks really, really great together. They've got the patch there up above, but they're also paying homage to the affiliation with the Red Wings up above, even though the colors don't really match. I like that they have their own identity here. It's just different. It's just different, and I like different. So, number 3, I've got the Brampton Beasts, and strictly 100% because of the shoulders. You've got rips. You've got rips coming through. They're called the Beast, and you've got rips coming through the top. Again, little subtle decisions like that by the jersey designers, like the teeth that come across here for the Everblades, and the rips here on the shoulders. Fantastic. Love it. Number 2, I put the Orlando Solar Bears. Honestly, if number 1 wasn't so amazing, which you'll see here in a couple of seconds, this would 100% be number 1. I love this jersey. I would pay full price to have this jersey in my collection. It's fantastic. You guys know that I like the Solar Bears. I have a Solar Bear shirt I wear all the time, but it's just brilliant. I absolutely love it. The colors are just unique. I guess I spoke earlier about a team. I can't remember the team, but they used the Royals, and I think it was used a purple. And I said no other team uses that color as the primary color. It's not like the exact same color, but it's definitely in the same family. It's purple, but you got some orange in there just for that pop. It looks so good. And number 1, I put the Idaho Steelheads, and the image that I'm showing isn't the best image, but it was difficult to find a proper image to really show how incredible this jersey actually is, because there's so many elements all around it which just work well together. Number 1, the arms are completely unique, with the kind of striping getting a little bit more thin as it comes up and tapers in by the booby region. But on the sides there are trees, and I know it's hard to see in this image, so I encourage you to maybe go to Google and look up Idaho Steelheads jersey. But there are a tree like silhouette on the sides, and it looks awesome. Like it's just unique. There's nothing else like this in this league as a primary jersey like this. So I give full props to the Steelheads, and just a great decision there. The C is unique as well. It's like big. It almost looks like a kid drew it, but not in a bad way. It's unique. Fantastic job. I'm not usually a huge fan of just strictly monochrome or yeah, completely black and white, I guess, if you want jerseys where you don't have any color whatsoever. We've got black, we've got gray, and we've got white in this jersey. Not often would I rank a jersey this high, but I like the design. So congratulations, Steelheads. You are number one on my list for the ECHL. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And, coming up next is the WHL, I believe. Some more jersey concept videos, some logos as well, concept logos from the NHL. Got some other things to rank as well from other sports. And also, so I'm going to rank some things that have nothing to do with sports at all. And you guys might kind of find it funny, but it's also a little bit interesting at the same time, so keep an eye out for that. And the best way you can do that is by hitting the subscribe button down below and also clicking the little notification bell as well. That'll notify you of upcoming videos. So guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit the like button down below, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Adios.